I'm coming on here to talk about why I became an atheist, what drew me to it, what my thoughts are, and what brought me to this final decision and to go against my family's religious background and all of the in-betweens. The reason I'm making the video is because I know a lot of atheists and secular people in person and online, and we all have the similar backstories in one form, fashion, or another. And I just figured, share my experience, and maybe it could help someone else, or maybe there's a young adult or teenager who doesn't know where to turn or doesn't know who to talk to or anything in between, and maybe my video and my life story of atheism is the same as theirs. So here I am, all cozied up and ready to spill my guts about what took me to atheism and made me give the middle finger to religion and organized religion for that fact. Okay, so I'll be 39 in December. And I'm, whatever. And I was born in Long Island, New York in 1977 at noon, lunchtime. It was actually 12:15 to be exact. That's what my birth certificate says, I think. Yeah. So, and my whole family tree is half Cherokee Indian, which is Native American, and European, which is Italian and all that stuff. And my family tree landed in New York, because that's where a lot of the European people were settled in when they were shipped around and all that stuff. Okay, so from my understanding, my whole family tree has always been Italian Catholic. Catholic, Christian, all that stuff. Which is fine for them, but I'm not buying into that garbage. And yeah, so okay, so they're all Catholics, they all grew up that way, they all grew up brainwashed, they all grew up, oh, if you don't believe this, you're going straight to motherfucking hell. Starting in the 70s, a lot of the family members were sent to private schools, because they wanted to indoctrinate all the children in the families, and keep everyone brainwashed and mentally abused. I think if you send your children to church and raise your children with religion in the household and tell them garbage from a book that's been rewritten over and over again by many, many, many stupid human beings and interpreted in many, many ways, then you are neglecting your children. It's child abuse. It is straight up 100% bona fide child abuse. Child neglect. It's not good. So, okay, well, my family, I'm just going to tell you right now, my family is a bunch of hypocrites and bigots and two-faced liars and garbage people, okay? Straight up garbage people like you would not believe. And I was young and smart enough to see through it and to move away. Because I've been on my own since I was 15 years old. 15. Because if I didn't leave my home, I was going to get tortured and abused beyond your belief. Because in my family, you could be a drug addict, an alcoholic, a bigot, a hateful, mean, abusive person, and go to church and God and this and that and pray for forgiveness and blah, 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 and you're still the good person, which is wrong. You're not a good person just because you did all those things and then you ask for forgiveness. from some fairy tale imaginary bullshit. I'm going to tell you right now, I do have a Bible college degree and got it in 2001. March of 2001, by the way. Because at the time, I was young. I was curious. I didn't know all the answers. Human beings are always learning and evolving. And so I decided to just go. I did 4 years of schooling in 2.5 years. Because all you do is the classwork and the studying and the reading the Bible and reading multiple different Bibles, by the way, and praying and fasting and thising and thating. I was in Brooklyn, New York, and I just did it, because that's all you sleep, eat, breathe, and whatever, and live. The Bible, which I think is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But anyway. So, I was almost 13 years old, actually, when I decided to stop going to church, stop going to all the religious, like Christmas and Easter and all those, church type of things. I told my mother, I don't believe this garbage. It's ridiculous. How could someone put so much pain and misery on people and human beings? But then, we love it. It's like having a manic depressant parent or relative or friend, It's completely ridiculous. And after all my studying and living life, I realized that it just didn't add up. There's just too many negative things. It didn't connect. God and Jesus and multiple religions and multiple belief systems and giving money to a church and the whole organized religion and matter of fact, what really pissed me off and set me off is when religious people, ministers, preachers, popes and all this, and parents were telling their kids, oh, even though you're 5 and you're just being a kid, you're bad and you're a sinner and you're going to hell. You need to ask for forgiveness. That is child neglect. And I just can't. That is no good. That is no good. No good. That is emotionally and mentally scarring. And some people take it too far and become physically abusive. That's what happened to me. When I was from elementary school until I left home at 15, I was mentally, emotionally, and physically abused by parents who were bigots and ridiculous and abusive and two-faced and hateful and just cherry picking, homophobic, by the way, which was fucked up because I came out at a young age and bisexual. At first I thought it was a lesbian, but then as I got older I was like, oh no, I'm both. I like both, so that's fine, that's 100% obviously. But so yeah, it was just a lot of things. Human beings are learning all the time. You can't be afraid to ask questions, question everything, research things for yourself, look things up. There's Google, there's books, there's libraries. The things they teach you in history class in middle school and high school is completely wrong. Completely wrong. You have to research for yourself. Like, I'm Native American, and I've been fed with a fucking rusted spoon the whole fucking, Indians and that whole Thanksgiving story is bullshit. It's not right. And the guy that supposedly found and America, no, he didn't, because you can't find something that's lost, that's never lost. You cannot find something that's never lost. You didn't find shit, bitch. Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, I became an atheist because I got tired growing up with the bullshit and no one telling me the truth, so I researched it myself when I got old enough. And it just doesn't fit. I'm not going to believe in fairy tale bullshit that was made up by human control and propaganda, and to abuse children, and to corrupt kids, and just carry on this fucking garbage. So I've been an atheist now for over 20 years. and I'm loving it. It's the best my life has been because I know the truth now. And I'm a Gnostic atheist.